Welcome back to the next phase of this manifestation quest. As you know, our natural state is being in a constant state of manifestation because we are all born manifestors. And here's the thing, if we're not in a state of manifestation, it's really important to look at what is blocking us or stopping us or slowing us down. This phase of the quest allows us to go deeper into understanding your limits, and not just understanding them, but looking at how to work with them so that you can massively accelerate your manifestation results, so you can speed up what it is that you actually desire. So where do we start with this? When we start with diving deep into your blocks and your limitations that every human has, by the way, it's really important, firstly, to get really raw and really real with where you're at. Really raw and really real with what has been blocking you, stopping you, or slowing you down. So the first thing we want to do is understand the different types of limits that show up for us as a human. We all have fears, doubts, worries, overthinking, stuck emotions that get stuck in our mind and stuck in our body and stuck in our emotional body. We all have self-sabotage patterns, limiting beliefs, disempowering stories. Sometimes we're too far out in our future, and sometimes we're living back in the past. Sometimes we're worrying about how is this going to happen? There are so many other limits, but these are some of the main ones that I want you to tune into right now and start having awareness on what has been showing up for you and where have you been stuck? What kind of limits are more common for you when it comes to manifesting what you desire? Now, there's many people out there that will tell you the goal is to have no more limits and the goal is to not have any fear, but it's not about not having limits. It's about learning how to dance with these limits. It's about learning how to move forward in spite of these limits. Can you stand on your stage in your life, even if you still have fear, even if you still have self-doubt, even if your knees are shaking? Are you able to step onto that stage? How are you moving forward and how are you staying in action despite any limits that may actually be present to you? It's a little bit like you're driving a car right now. You're driving the car towards your future. You're driving it towards your vision, and now you can see your vision with crystal clear clarity. You can see your intentions and your manifestations. And you're driving this car, and as you keep driving the car, you see beyond that vision. You see your vision beyond the vision. And you see that with crystal clear clarity, and you see yourself raising your level of tolerance and rewiring your belief system and moving forward, and it feels good driving that car. And then as you continue on this drive, something interesting starts to happen. You look in the rear vision mirror and you notice that your limits are hanging out in the back seat. The fear, the self-doubt, the self-sabotage, the disempowering stories, it starts to creep forward and it starts to maybe grab your throat and you feel like you can't speak what you desire into your life. And all of a sudden it starts to cover your eyes and you're trying to drive the car, but you can't see properly. Choice point. This is where so many people get out of the car and they say, whoa, that was too much. That was too intense. I didn't want to drive to that vision anyway. I don't care about that vision beyond the vision. I'm happy with my life. My life is good. No problem. I don't need to get back in the car. Choice point. This is an invitation for you to jump back in the car. And instead of worrying about how you're going to handle and drive forward, understand your limits. Because if you understand why these limits are coming up, you're able to look in that rear vision mirror and go, hey, fear, hey, doubt. Hey, self-sabotage, I understand that you're just trying to keep me safe. But guess what? I've got this. I'm in the driving seat, not you. And we're moving forward. We're moving forward into this vision, and then we're moving forward into the vision beyond the vision. That is a choice. So during these next few lessons, you're going to learn to dance with your limits. You're going to then go into a process of understanding them deeper and then activating what I call alchemy to transform them. You see, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be shifted and transformed. Are you able to shift your limits, the things that have blocked you and kept you stuck, or maybe kept you small or kept you disconnected from your power? And are you able to actually use that energy in order to propel you and drive you forward. We're going to go into a powerful activation today that is going to help you do this. So for your soul work for this lesson, what I want you to start with is, for the first piece, I want you to journal. And I want you to get really raw and really real with where are you currently at, and ask yourself, if I was to know what is blocking me, what is stopping me, what is limiting me, and what is slowing me down, what would you be present to? What is stopping you from having your intentions and your manifestations show up in your life? And I want you to get into detail. The more honest you are with this, the more humble you are with this, the more raw and real you are with this, the more you're going to be able to actually go in and shift these things. The second piece of soul work is it's time to get into action. So ask yourself, what am I now committed to taking action on, regardless of these limits? Maybe you're going to call that person anyway, even though you've been scared to have that conversation. Maybe you're going to say yes to starting that business, even if you're overthinking how it's going to happen. What are your action items around that? And then for the third piece, I want you to take action of 3 of those actions today. So we're not just writing this and praying about this and hoping for this. No, it's time to get into practical action in your life. Remember, we said manifestation is a co-creation process, and you must show up and participate in the manifestation process. We've been going deep into the 80% in the inner work, and now it's time for you to take physical action in your life. Make sure you share with us in the tribe what are your commitments, and what are those 3 commitments that you got done today, right now. The next layer is that we'll be going into a closed eye activation. Once again, an energetic architecture process in order to help you alchemize these limits. Make sure you only do this process once you've done the first pieces of soul work, so you know what limits you're actually alchemizing, so you know what pieces you're actually bringing to the table to shift and turn into positive energy. So let's start by diving deep into this activation. Make sure you pause this if you haven't done yet the other pieces of soul work. And then when you're ready, you can dive right in. So let's get started. Go ahead and sit or lie in a comfortable position and close your eyes and gently turn inwards right now. Allowing yourself to be aware of your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Centering and grounding yourself right now. As you allow yourself to gently lean into your intention to shift and alchemize anything that is currently blocking you, stopping you, or holding you back. That's right. So go ahead and now gently allow a red laser beam to shoot down from your tailbone, anchoring you into the crystalline core of the earth, and simultaneously allow a golden laser beam of light to shoot up through your crown, connecting you right now to your unique soul star, allowing you to be guided, grounded, present, protected, and supported, heaven on earth embodied right here, right now, as you surround yourself with a ball of golden white light. And simply request that any energies, vibrations, or frequencies that are not yours drop, dissolve, and clear out of your field with ease, with grace, and with flow. Beautiful. Now from this place, go ahead and allow yourself to tune into anything that has been blocking you, stopping you, or holding you back from manifesting your manifestations in this focus area of life. That's it. These are the specific limits that you are now clear on, that you went deep in that piece of soul work. Allow yourself to be present to them right now. Go ahead and now request that any of these limits, any fears, any doubts, any self-sabotage patterns, any overthinking, any being too out in the future or back in the past, whatever your personal limits are, or have been, make sure that you now request that they begin to accumulate within your solar plexus, allowing all of this energy, all of these patterns of information to gently accumulate in your solar plexus, allowing them to form a dense, dark, heavy ball. That's it. You may feel this ball. You may just simply know that this process is taking place. Either way is absolutely perfect. And as all your limits begin to accumulate into this dense, dark, heavy ball in your solar plexus, go ahead and now request that any other limits that you're unaware of that are sitting deep within your unconscious, request that they join in also, bringing all of those unknown limits into this dense, dark, heavy ball. You may feel it. You may just simply know it's there. And from this place, connecting with this dense, dark, heavy ball that is now an accumulation of all of your limits that have blocked you and stopped you and held you back. Now go ahead and simply request that this ball now shifts out of your body. Whew, that's it. So now it's hovering just in front of you. You may see it or you may feel it. Either way is perfect. We are now going to shift and transmute and alchemize this ball, allowing it to literally transform before your very eyes, before your very consciousness right now. So go ahead and connect with this ball floating right there, this ball filled with all of your blocks and limitations, known and unknown. And now simply go ahead and make this ball lighter. It was a dense, dark, heavy ball. So now go ahead and change the density and make it lighter and lighter and lighter. And now go ahead and request that this ball gently now becomes bigger. Change its size, make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Beautiful. And now go ahead. It was a dark ball. And so now go ahead and make this ball a golden color, a shiny, beautiful golden color. And now request that this ball begins to spin. That's it. Spin it faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until it becomes a ball of spinning golden white light. That's it. This ball that was once filled with your limitations is shifting and completely transforming before your very consciousness right now. And now go ahead and send this ball of spinning golden white light out into the universe. Whew, that's it. You may see it go out. You may feel it go. You may just simply know that it went. Either way is perfect. And as this ball is out in the cosmos, out in the universe, this ball is now gathering pieces of information in order to allow you to have a gift encoded within this ball. And this will be one of the greatest gifts that you ever receive. That's right. This ball is now working across time and space, gathering these pieces of information with ease and grace. This ball is now completing the accumulation of this gift. And now this ball now pops back into your field until it's hovering just above you and just before you. This ball that was once filled with your limitations is now encoded with one of the greatest gifts that you will ever receive. The spinning golden white light spins faster and faster and faster. And now go ahead and allow this ball to gently hover above your head. That's it. So it's hovering just above your head, just above your crown, encoded with one of the greatest gifts that you'll ever receive. And now go ahead and gently allow this ball to drop down. That's it. Gently touching the top of your head, the top of your crown, gently entering your four-body system and then entering your physical body. That's it. Allowing this ball to gently drop, coming down through your brain, beautiful, illuminating your brain center as it goes with its spinning golden white light. And now drop this ball down, down, down even further, allowing it to now drop through your throat, activating with golden white light your throat, your capacity to speak your truth in relation to your manifestations. And now drop this ball down, 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 even deeper until it is resting gently within the center of your heart. Beautiful. And as this ball, encoded with one of the greatest gifts that you'll ever receive, is resting gently within your heart center, go ahead and now simply request that this ball now implodes into every single cell of your being, allowing every single cell to wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, and receive the golden spinning white light, these fragments and the pieces of information, all of the fragments and pieces of the information desired and required in order for you to receive and embody this great gift. That's it. Every single cell of your being begins to receive this beautiful gift. And you may be aware of this gift. Maybe you have a certain feeling, an image, a vision, a sound which comes, a deep sense of knowing or a message, or maybe this gift will be revealed to you in perfect timing. Either way is absolutely perfect. Every single cell of your being opens up and creates space to truly hold and embody this gift. That's right. As you gently begin to integrate all of this information, and you remember how powerful you are, you remember that you have just shifted and alchemized some of your greatest limitations from your past and shifted them and alchemized them into one of the greatest gifts that you will ever receive. And from this place and this space of deep remembrance, you allow all of this information to integrate within your field, integrate within your system, growing roots within your consciousness as you begin to remember the alchemist that you are, the divine manifester that you are. That's right. As we begin to seal up the field and ground down, completing this activation and having so much gratitude. Gratitude always for your divine guidance. Gratitude for the alchemist that you are. Gratitude for this beautiful gift that you have received and will continue to receive in divine timing. That's it. Integrating, grounding, stabilizing all of this in, requesting that any shifts, upgrades, and transformations continue 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, until they are fully actualized, integrated, stabilized, embodied, and complete. Beautiful. As you allow yourself to come back to your breath, come back into presence, back into this space, gently opening your eyes. Welcome back. Beautiful activation. Thank you for going deep once again. Remember to trust your rhythm, drink lots of water, notice what's coming up for you. And for the final piece of soul work, please share your breakthroughs from this lesson and from this activation in the tribe so we can witness you as the alchemist that you are. I celebrate you. I celebrate your breakthroughs, and I'm excited to dive deeper. We're going to be talking about handling fear in the next lesson. So let's dive right into that. I'm looking forward to going deeper with you. Blessings.